We have our G-Man in the scene. He's positioned and we're at frame 300, ready to go ahead and animate him and his grand entrance into the scene as the camera pans over so we can go ahead and see that. The camera panning and movement will be one of the last things that we do here. With this done, let's go ahead and zoom in on the character area here a little bit. I want him to appear relatively rapidly. I'm going to just advance one frame here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the bone manipulation tools because we have the low quality G-Man layer selected right now, and get him stooped over just a little bit. I've got the base bone actually set at his feet so that we don't have the typical rig structure where you would have that at the pelvis, because I want him to pop up and stand up real quickly. Within, let's say, 3 frames, I'm going to go ahead and move the layer up. And I'm going to have our G-Man stand up straight. So let's go ahead and grab this. I'll go ahead and bring this up around a little bit. So we get a real rapid appearance of him standing up. I'm going to go ahead and copy this keyframe so that we don't have to change anything. And let's see how long we want him to stand there. Maybe 1001, 1002, and we'll have him disappear. So let's go ahead and head down to about frame 342 and paste. So we don't get any movement in here at all. Now I'm going to go ahead at just a couple frames down, and I'm going to lean him back just a little bit so we get a little anticipatory movement going on. Maybe stretch this bone just a little bit. And then within just a few frames, let me go ahead and move this back just a little bit further again. I will start bringing him forward. Go ahead and shrink this up just a little bit again. Back to the bone manipulation. And I'm going to get him starting to bend over just a little bit more. And we'll grab the layer manipulation tool and bring this down. Let's see if I like that motion. This needs to happen faster right there. We've got too big a gap. Pull in this keyframe so this occurs really rapidly. And I'm actually going to have the next keyframe where he bends over here forward. In fact, let me bring this back up because that's occurring just a little too quickly. Now we'll bring it down. And he disappears again. Let's play this real time, see what it looks like. Comes up, disappears. That's perfect. And we can continue to pan the camera back a little bit, concluding at about 20 seconds at frame 480. So we've got this set up right here. And let's go all the way back to the beginning and see how this is going to play before we go ahead and work with our camera animation right here. Play it through. We've got Vinny working, signs going on and off. Cat appears. Vinny kind of smiles at that. Disappears a little bit. We'll zoom into the clock. We'll move back out a little bit so we can see the right side. Our character appears and then disappears. End of story. So we may actually have this end about frame 408. So we've got the base animation done. We'll go ahead and get the camera movement to see where our time is best spent when we start finessing things a little bit.